what's good, chat? I'm finna react to these videos, man. Damn it. Let's see, bro.
Warning. Everything in this video and on this channel is for educational purposes only. All content is intended for viewers 21 years of age or older. All acts are performed by professionals and all people shown are 21 years or older. All acts are performed under the Legal Patient Act under Proposition 64 here in California. Please do not attempt to recreate or reenact anything you see on this channel. Hey, what's up YouTube? Dope as Yoli here. Hope you're having a dope ass day. Welcome back to the channel. Today, this is Weed 101. So today's lesson, how fast can I smoke an eighth? I've done videos like this before, but you know, I pack it, unpack it, I'm coughing. No, today I got 10 brand new bowls. I'm gonna pack them all up at once, instantly, continuously, just as fast as I could possibly smoke a bowl. Beard meets food meets 40-gram joint style. There's no cuts, no edits, speeding it up. You're gonna see all the coughing and all the death. Let's get started. Here's the scale. All right, guys, you know me. I'm trying to show you every single thing. I want no questions of like, did you really do that? Yeah, we really did. Let's tear this out. This right here, the toad venom. Do the 8th challenge with the toad. Here we go. That's 2.5, 3.1. All right, 3.52, a little over an eighth, guys. We're just gonna call it that, a little over an eighth, just so no one says anything.
This is crazy, man. We're gonna react to one of the greats in the NBA,
I'm having here today. Must be a special day. Man, we don't ever show up. Oh, man, we come to one session per season.
Welcome back. Mind the game.
We're back, baby.
Opening bottles.
You know it.
We have the privilege of one of the greatest players in NBA history here today.
No question.
KD. Welcome.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think, while I'm opening this wine, I think the best way to start is like, you guys got anything you guys want to talk about, maybe?
So we're getting up.
Yeah, you think I got enough wine?
This is the place to do that. This will be the place.
Might as well just start there, you know.
No, I mean, there we go.
Yes, sir.
Pour that. But LeBron is the greatest, the leading scorer of all time in NBA history. But I think even you would admit there's things about Kevin's game you wish you had.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the most smoothest, most efficient scorers we've ever had. Like, is there anyone that can do it at every level?
Not to the capacity he's done it. And I was reading a stat earlier, the fact that he hasn't, I don't want to speak like you're not here, but he's so great. I like to do it sometimes.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
He hasn't shot under 50% since like 2012. And in a league that doesn't talk about efficiency enough, because I'm one of those efficiency guys. Like I hate going out there just chucking up shots or, looking at the box score and I was maybe 8 for 23 or 9 for 25 or 6 for 18. Like, you're gonna have those nights for sure.
Yeah.
But for the majority of the season, like, being efficient, is something I've always prided myself on. And this guy is, when it comes to 3-level score, 3-pointers, mid-range, below the Gary Payton area, below the Malone area, and finishing. It's we haven't had a scorer as equipped as KD in our league ever.
Appreciate that.
Ever.
Yeah, I mean, add to it, pick and roll. With the ball, without the ball.
Yeah.
Catch and go, transition with the ball, catch and shoot, off the move, pin downs, nail. And, literally there isn't, I don't think, a spot, an action, or a style of play that you couldn't be yourself, be efficient in.
And is that something like, KD, like you, over the years, obviously, I've seen you continue to get better and, like, get better with your game. Like, when you first came in, you wasn't much of a pick and roll guy. Mm-hmm. Just a natural scorer, catching goals. Always had to bounce to your game, obviously. But I feel like over the last, 5 to 7 years, you start handling the ball, pick and rolls, making decisions, making reads, and still being able to be the efficient ass scorer, the dynamic scorer you've been. Like, was that conscientious with you, or is it just like, I want to continue to expand my game?
That was the main thing, wanting to expand my game. Early on when I came into the league, if I could think about my first 20 games in the league, I felt like I was just catching and shooting. A lot of it was catch and shoot threes, catch and shoot mid-range. I was playing fast.
So you felt it was happening so quick, you just felt comfortable rising up.
That was my game, just shooting. You know what I'm saying, at that point. So that's what I, fell back on when nothing else worked. I get stopped. I'm not strong enough yet, guy. Hold me up. I'm just going to shoot over you.
Yeah.
And then I didn't shoot well my first 2 months, 3 months, maybe my first 6 months of the season. I think I started to figure out the pace of the game, understanding the pick and roll. I was getting more pin downs. And when I was coming off pick and rolls early in the season, I was just shooting.
Right.
And then I'm looking at my teammates' faces. I'm like, damn, he was open. You know what I'm saying? So, I just started to understand my teammates more and the game more, and I wanted to be trusted in every situation on the offensive side of the ball. Coach said, I didn't want a coach to come back to the huddle. Steve, no. Which side you want it on? I'm like, I don't. It's your team. Coach the team. Whatever side you want to call this play on, I got to be ready to come off this on either angle and shoot from either side. So I never liked being limited that way. So I was wanting the coach to just use me in any way that he wanted me.
Anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, so I didn't want him to feel limited with me. So that was always been my thing.
I think it's funny you say that. I was one of the conversations we had previously about coming to the sideline and a coach is afraid to flip the play because he know that certain guys can't run it on the opposite side.
Right.
And I attest to that. Like, that's, and you can get in practice too. Like, we can run the same play over and over and over. And if the coach say, okay, let's run it from the left.
Thing is, I didn't even know KD was a pick and Murray before, though. He's such a good catch and shoot player in his rookie years. I didn't even know that. It's insane, bro. Bro, like, went above 40% field goal range. That's kind of insane, bro. Anyways, bro.
Left side, we've been running from the right side.
Three
Guys be
dudes.
like,
Three dudes are lost.
big guys be like, what are we doing? You know, what
Then
are
the
we
main
doing?
guy, then the main.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, absolutely. Appreciate you. And then it's like, as the best player or the most efficient scorer or the, you know, who got the best matchup, whoever you call him to play for, it's just like when coach says, oh, we can't do this because he not strong going left or he can't go right. That just always did something to me. And it was tough for me to go left sometimes and pull up for the jump shot, especially early on my first few years. And I think I started to understand the footwork, the balance of what it takes to shoot going right from inside the paint, free throw line extended, college 3, NBA 3. You know, so and that's why. And that small detail is the reason I think my game is, you know, around it.
You prefer going left.
Now I do.
But you started going right.
Yeah.
But this is actually, that's interesting to me, right? Because it bothered you that you had one side that was weaker than the other. But statistically, he preferred, and prolific going left. But actually, statistically, as good or better going right.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes that's because people know you want to go left.
Yeah, exactly.
But it also proves, like, it's just a habit to go left. You just prefer, I used to play that way too. I play out of a hezzy to the left. I could still do it to the right, but I was just comfortable.
Do you
playing
feel like you
outside.
got more leverage in your body going left for some reason?
It's
Why
like,
is that?
you know, this is a weird one to say, but like when I was in the 10th grade, I sprained my left ankle. As a right-handed player, left-handed jumper, I didn't want to stop playing, so I played limping around for 6 months. That ankle's never quite been the same. So I think like pushing off my right became my de facto thing. That makes sense. And so I could do the rhythm going to the right, but you know, to take it one step farther about me, but when I went to Phoenix in 2004, that summer I was like, I can't play this way anymore where I just go all the way left and pull up right. And it bothered me. So I spent that summer saying like, I have to figure this movement pattern out, like left hard pull up. And it took a summer of like every day trying to get the footwork, the balance, the stability. That sounds like you kind of did that early in your career.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy you said that because when I got to go to state and we started working out more, you told me that. And it's always stuck in my mind that like, yeah, the defense know if you're going left, most of the time you're going all the way to the cup. So that 1-2 dribble pull up going left has been a staple for me, but it's more so about the pickup of the ball. You know what I'm saying? Going left. Like sometimes I try to pick the ball up right here like my normal shot. They swiping that down. Instead of we did this a lot too. I started, changing my pickups and I'm shooting the ball this way now. So a lot of that stuff is just adjustments to how physical the defense was and me just wanting to get shots off.
But this you make it sound simple. The reason he's able to do that, like take the ball up in different areas, is because especially at your size, your balance is so good. Your feet are so good.
That's where it all starts.
He gets on balance, so like he still has legs under him. So it doesn't matter if he brings it up normal.
Right.
He brings it up here. He brings it up there. He's always still got legs.
That's what I'm saying. No one can really guard KD like that. Like for his height, this guy's like 6'11", basically 7 feet. You put the ball here at any place, at any time, and you just chunk that bitch. That shit going in, bro. I mean, if you're KD, man, I don't know, bro. KD makes the toughest shot of all time. That's why he's one of the greatest scorers we see in the game right now. Even right now. But all time, KD up there, bro. Top 3, not top 2, not top. You gotta be up there. You gotta be number 1, man. You gotta be.
To get under his shot and get that thing up in the air. That's like, those are the little bits that people don't understand.
Right.
Yeah.
That you have to work every day at getting down, getting deeper, getting in a position.
6'11", basically 7 feet.
He gets on balance, so like he still has legs under him, so it doesn't brings it up there, he brings it up there. He's always still got leg.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on.
To get under a shot and get that thing up in the air. That's those are the little.
Oh, my bad, chat. Do some water, man. I've been coughing lately, man. Quit the weed.
Position to have your legs under you.
Yeah, I mean, just being able to understand the power that you have under you and your legs and letting that flow through your whole body to get to your jump shot. It take a while for you to understand how much power you really have, but the lower you play, the harder you dribble the ball back up into your pocket. All of that small stuff matters if you want to be a good shooter.
Right. It makes sense. I mean, all the detail that you're talking about is, when we talk about efficiency, and there's only been a small select few of guys to do this in NBA history. The 90-50-40 club, or 50-40-90, however you want to break it down. You've done it twice. And it was actually 10 years apart from when you did it. I think the first time you did it was in 13, and I believe the last time was 23.
Yeah.
You don't understand, bro. Being a 50, 40, and 90 player is actually fucking insane, bro. Shooting 40% from 3, 50% from field goal range, and 90% free throw. Like the whole season, you're averaging that. Like Steve Nash has done it. Steve Nash has done it. KD's done it like 2 or 3 times. I don't know if LeBron hasn't done that. He was so close to achieving that though. But it's insane how these two players. I mean, these are all MVPs, by the way. Like, you can't blame any of them. Like, they're all really good, bro. Not all really good. They're the greatest players. I'm watching these players that I grew up with, and this is like the way they like have like this little podcast and shit. That is insane, man. It just shows how greatness like is still alive in basketball, man. And we grew up watching this Hall of Famers or future Hall of Famers.
Here at the end, I was fucking 100 years old, but no offense. But
like, is still alive in basketball, man. That is insane, man. It just shows how greatness like is still alive in basketball, man. And we grew up watching this Hall of Famers or future Hall of Famers.
here at the end, I was fucking 100 years old, but no offense. But
He's still alive. My bad, yo. I'm just checking my chat, man.
but I think I missed it by a layup, like one field goal.
Man,
right?
and that stings every time.
And I think earlier in my career, I missed it. Like I shot 897 from the line, and you think back, it's like 1 or 2 free throws, and for a whole season.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So I don't think about the 4 times doing it. I think about the 2 times.
Yeah,
right there.
I think
You're
about
like,
that.
How many more times were you close to that you can remember off the top?
I think it was another time in Brooklyn where I was like 39% from the three going into the last game. I had to make like 4 out of 6. I was like 1 for 8. I was just, man. And I was thinking about it too. I wanted it so bad, and it's just like that's another part of the mental game.
Yeah.
You can get in your own way.
Yeah, for sure.
Thinking too much about stuff like that. So yeah, I remember that one time in Brooklyn. I think it was another time in OKC, where I think it was the free throws I might have missed. I was like 88, 87 for the year, and I tripped
Free
off.
throws for a shooter your caliber, the free throws drives you crazy.
That's the
right?
crazy-
Like,
that's-
drives you crazy. to
We
miss
talked.
that.
I think we might have
Yeah, we
talked about. I was
talked-
like 84 this year, like 83,
Yeah.
82 at one point this year. I was just, and that's been bothering me mentally.
Want to kick the ball in the gym when you miss a free throw.
More than anything, man. Like I being over 90% is key for me. But so mid 80s is just not it.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
What's your career high? You had it
From the free throw
this
line?
year?
Yeah, I think I was career high this year. I was almost at 80.
Yeah.
I was like
79?
79.6 or something. I'm rounding my off. 80.
But the 3 ball was at what?
My career high for my 3 was 41, I think, last year. I think last year I was
You're
in the
definitely
40s.
second half of your career, your 3 balls ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The guys
Just being
was
more like I'm efficient. Just being more efficient with it too. Like,
I think your midi too this year stood out even more. I feel like you always hit it, but I think you went to it more this year, and you shot it from deeper this year.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. But it's something I to be honest, it's something I haven't been able to master in my career. I work on it.
Improved a lot though.
Improve, yeah. But like like when you talk about going left and then going right and being efficient, like going left with my midi, I feel really effective with that. I feel like I got great balance with it. I feel like I'm like you're talking about the speed of how you pick the ball up after it comes off the ground, and you know
Natural
where the
rhythm
pocket
for it.
is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know exactly how to get it back to that pocket. And I know I can go straight up and down going left. I can fade out. It's just all the powers over there. Going right has always been a little like, sometimes my balance is off. Sometimes I don't know if I should fade on the shot or if I should go straight up and down, and it's always kind of fucked with me mentally, even though I work on all of them.
Yeah.
But when obviously when you get into the fray, you don't want the defense to dictate what you want to do, obviously. But it's like getting that pocket that you were saying.
Yeah.
Like the one person that is unbelievable going right with his pocket, no matter where it is like Chris Paul. Like he
can almost shoot.
Yeah, he can do all this without even dribbling and keeps it and then just rock. He can shoot it from
Triple
here.
threat or off the dribble.
Yeah.
And it also gives him that natural little fade.
Yeah,
I can relate to because
Right,
you
right,
need
right.
that few little bit inches to get it
Especially
over
at that
the.
size.
You know what I
Right.
mean? This episode is sponsored in part by American Express. American Express knows that for an obsessive basketball and cat dynamic books on Mar comes deadly heart every kind on your cover.
If you take mid range, you settle it like throughout your career.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially my first 14, 15 years, like, there was no need for me to
you
take
get
a
to
lot
the-
of mid-range, bro. Like,
I saw a clip of him when I was doing research for this. Take off from I don't know, man. It was like near the free throw line, and it was like the velocity he was traveling.
Yeah,
at,
it was. Yeah, I seen
was
some
like,
clips too.
what in the
Just
world
like-
was
but
that?
that
the
also
lob in Portland.
that also
think
comes
this
from like
is
my
all-
little league coach too. Like my little league coach and high school coach,
Yeah.
they always talk, don't settle.
Yeah.
Like stop settling. Like, and then you get people in the crowd who obviously don't know basketball like we know basketball, and they tell you to dunk everything. Dunk everything. Get to the hole, dunk everything. By the way, it's people in NBA crowds that do that still. Dunk everything.
They get disappointed when you.
Yeah. So, but I felt like putting pressure, when I entered the league, in 03, it was, I definitely shot a little bit more mid-range my rookie year because
No spacing.
there was no spacing.
Exactly.
I was coming off floppies. Like my first basket ever scored in the NBA is off of floppy action,
LeBron
fade to the
and
corner,
Floppy is hilarious.
fade to the
Floppy action, a set play where a player under the basket has an option to come off a double screen, staggered screen on one side or a single screen on the other, all to create a scoring opportunity for a perimeter shooter. So this is basically like a play whether you wanna drive in, but then you let it, fly. Basically, floppy action. So the way LeBron sees it here, his first bucket was a floppy action, which is like not a tough mid range, but like you don't have a good look at it mid range. I don't know how to explain it, but then like it's sort of something like that. I mean, we've all experienced it. Like us ballers know, whoever's like a baller watching right now.
Corner shooting a jumper from the short corner.
I feel like that first stint in Cleveland, like the J was, because it was hitting net, all net. A lot of your J's was hitting all net, and then you had the confidence to shoot like you said, you had to take them shots. But once you got to Miami, I just feel like the floor was so much space with Bosh shooting the three.
Yeah.
You had more shooters around. Just like, why settle? When we played y'all, I'm like, yeah, he can. I don't want him to give him this midi, but like, there's no way I could just stop this man. Saying? Get to that cup.
Momentum.
So I understand. Yeah. It's that mental part of like, all right, what do I do? Especially when we got so much responsibility.
Yeah, for sure.
As scorers, as initiators, it's tough to figure out exactly, how you're going to approach it sometimes.
But that goes to both of you being about efficiency, right?
Yeah.
You don't feel good if you have a high volume night and didn't make shots. That's why you guys prepare the way you prepare. Take care. But I mean, there's a stat here, 2021-22, we were together. 58% from 3 to 10 feet, 58% from 10 to 16 feet. 16 feet to the three-point line, 71%. Unless the Googles are wrong.
That's crazy. I didn't
71% from 16 to 3. Like, that's...
Yeah, I mean, that's insane.
I didn't even realize
But 10 to 16 at
that's
58?
That's not at an empty gym.
Right.
Like, that's a...
Bro, the way KD plays, like this whole mid-range thing, he's shooting up the basketball like there's nobody guarding him or nobody contesting him. These are just like practice shots, but he does it in game, which is absolutely insane. Like, it just makes him like the greatest mid-range shooter of all time. I mean, props to Kobe and my boy Sean Livingston and to go MJ, but KD is the most pure mid-range shooters we've seen of all time. He's like 7 feet and he shoots those middies like Swisheroonies.
A lot of homework.
It's a few guys in our league. It's a few guys. I'm not a lot. It's a few guys in our league that you believe every time they shoot the ball is going in.
Right.
And KD's one of those guys.
it is. That's a lot of pressure, boy.
No, it is. It's listen, like when you shoot the ball, when Steph shoot the ball, if Steph get a look, you don't think he's gonna miss.
I think Shea is at that point too.
Shay's at that point too, especially in the middies. Like
every time he shoot, I don't think he's going in.
Yeah, especially he's fucking his rhythm right now is so good.
Quietly in the mid range, I think Kawhi's like that.
I was about to say Kawhi's like that too.
Kawhi's like that for sure.
Kawhi's like that too.
Sure, I don't care if he missed 10 in a row. Every shot he shoots, especially in that mid range area. Even his threes is, I think his mid range is above his threes, but he's still a good shooter too.
Right.
Yeah.
But that mid range area, I mean, there's certain guys that raise up and get to their spot. You know exactly that they plan on doing that. Shea, one of those guys in today's league. I even like throughout the play. I even like what Julius Randle did from the mid range this playoffs.
Best I've seen him play.
That's the best I've seen him shoot the ball. Confidence he has. So I think the mid range game is coming back for sure.
So that's a big old conversation right there.
Yeah,
because analytics, all these analytic departments right now is saying
Shea's the only person we see who averages 30 a fucking game with like what, only 2 or 3 threes a game, and all of them from the range. But this year is just a foul merchant, bro. Literally, most of his points comes from like 10 fucking free throws. It's not even a joke.
layups and threes, free throws, layups and threes. But we're watching the MVP of our league right now, pretty much dominating through the mid-range.
Dominated.
You know, so and
It seemed like being dominant.
in the postseason where the game changes, the physicality ramps up. You're allowed to bump and grab and hold a little bit more. You know, like ultimately, it's like get to the spot, get to your spot, and get a bucket. You know, you don't have time to be thinking about, okay, well, if I don't shoot this three, you know, the analytic department coming downstairs the next day saying, okay, well, we took too many twos. Like, this is win or die. You know.
Again, I understand and I understand the balance between having to get up a lot of threes, but I believe you can't tell you, Luka, or Austin Reeves don't play your game and take those shots in the mid-range or just be you. Certain guys, though,
No, for sure.
you know what I'm saying, who need to
Yeah, for sure.
rely
Need to be
on
a
the
police a
system
little
of
bit.
the team, who can't create on their own.
My bad, chat. Should be the end of the stream. I'll catch y'all in a bit. No.